Welcome to Transmission Ambassadors. I am Ambassador Ondeji Augustine Rulo.
And I am Comrade Daniel Anumeya Okuta.
I know my humble self, Ambassador Winston, aka Mr. Church here, the Prime Minister of our time.
Welcome.
And together we are the Transformation Ambassadors.
Welcome, guys. A lot has happened.
Yes.
And you all know it's no news anymore. Rivers State is Rivers State has been declared a state of emergency. But that's not where we start from. We start from some other stories that are making the round, and in view of the 2027 election that will be coming up soon. You know, these politicians are very, very fast forwarding, and we'll be talking about no other than El-Rufai and his move. I don't know what he stands to get. I don't know if he wants to become the next president, but guys, what do you think about El-Rufai trying to woo other people to Daniel?
Well, for me, it's a failed attempt. El-Rufai attempt to woo other politicians to SDP is a failed attempt. So let me just be very straight and forward, direct. It's a failed attempt. We know him. It's a failed attempt.
Okay, El-Rufai said he's going to defeat Tinubu in the next election. Winston, what is your take on this El-Rufai?
I love this game of politics, and we all know Nigeria as a country. First of all, it never ceases to amaze us. Our country has a way of giving us
joy.
Yes,
In time of hardship,
Yes.
there is always laughter in the face of every Nigerian.
Do you know why they say school? Because they said, I think one of our presidents called us lazy Nigerian youth.
Yes, we laughed at it. We even made shirts out of it. Lazy Nigerian youths.
And you said because why? They said the youth, as a Nigerian youth, turned it upside down, and it's not going to be aggravated or upset. They decided to use it and catch cooks.
Of course.
But now you have to say, why is it that in issues that are important like this have been turned to, or maybe like I say, trivialized? The essence of turning it to cruise and stuff. Because the country, you cannot sleep and wake up. In fact, you cannot even close your you cannot even inhale before you exhale. The Nigerians will give you one new topic or one new drama.
Yes.
And El-Rufai, his action, even in the SDP and joining the SDP, is another drama.
Yes.
They said that's why the game of pong. They said don't hate the players. Yeah, don't hate the players. Hate
The game.
But if you don't hate the game, hate the players.
Don't hate the game. Hate the players.
Hate the game.
Don't hate the players, hate the game. But now, like this now, we hate the
We need to hate the players and leave the game. Because the players are still the same recycled players over and over
these same
again.
players now are the bone of contention. This is the same El-Rufai. I don't have anything against him. Because like he said, he said, no permanent enemy, no permanent friend. What you have is what permanent interest. And right now, what we should be focused on, okay, before I begin to focus on as members of the opposition, which I believe is what El-Rufai is trying to do, is to build what they call a broader coalition and a kind of large party umbrella, large tent that can accommodate everybody. So long as they are part of the opposition, you need to form a formidable force to be able to bring down the government in power. It's not something that that can be achieved by just having rants on social media or going on. No, you need a coalition because a tree cannot make a forest.
Correct.
So in this case, I believe that is where the El-Rufai question is trying to. But before, why I think the reason why he's having issues because he appealed to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the best governor of Rivers State. Right honorable minister, governor, Rotimi Amechi.
No doubt.
Yes, he appealed to the man in question. He also appealed to governor, I think Peter Obi, if at all possible, that they should join this coalition. Now, before people, why is it that people have not responded positively or no one has joined so far? Well, before people begin to respond, there have to be issues of trust. They look at your track record, your integrity. What have you said in the past? What have your actions in the past depicted? Have you held up your own side of the bargain? I know these are things that we need to consider. yes, we have a common goal, which is what I want us to focus on, which is the goal of the opposition is to bring good governance in Nigeria. That should be priority above every other person's excesses or baggage that they come with. But let us look at the baggage so we can move past that baggage. And what is that baggage? Is that El-Rufai prides himself as a founding member of APC, says among the persons that signed. Now, that means you are telling us that you are among the people that took this country backward, that kept us
50 years backward.
About 50 years is being generous. that kept us in the state that we are in today. Not that PDP is nothing to write home about. After all, they are PDP, they say power to the people. But I think we have heard when they say PDP share the money. Most people who are familiar with this terminology back then in the River State or back then know that PDP shared the money. It was like a form of reference to PDP then, which I know is not their logo. It is PDP, power to the people. But that is what Nigerians felt at that time because of their actions. But in as much as PDP with all its flaws cannot be compared to
this very particular APC.
So my question is, the real question now is, why do we think El-Rufai is doing this? Given the fact that he was part of this, he was part of the people that brought in this government, this Tinubu's government, and why is he going to SDP and trying to drive him?
Let me come in that, like a prominent PDP chieftain said, he was not granted the ministerial position which he vouched for. So it's like getting back at them. And we also, that same chieftain also made reference that the SDP is also a sub-party to the APC.
Yes, he said it.
Which is very true. But because most of those in APC now, we are all members of the SDP that ran to APC to get footing.
I think I want to counter that narrative because I think I have also heard that narrative that the SDP is an offshoot of the APC. We know this as a familiar political tactics or antic, where the ruling parties tend to sponsor parties as a form of confusion or to secure their position. We know this, but I want to begin where I see my own contest. I want to begin with a man like El-Rufai, who is a founding member of a party, who was once a prominent figure in another major opposition party, which is CPC. He has played opposition to an extent whereby before someone like him should join SDP, he has done his political calculation. And so far, if you look at the opposition parties in Nigeria that are being plagued by this leadership crisis and division, I think SDP is the least among them with such issues. We know that the PDP is gone, we know that the Labour Party, Ofola, is missing. We know that yes, it's obvious now. Even the NMPP said the man in question has his challenges. SDP is not as the challenges in SDP cannot be compared to those ones. I believe that is the list.
No,
that is my own counter to that.
Yes.
But in the ranking of
the narrative that SDP is a product of APC. I feel that El-Rufai has done his homework.
No, in my own opinion, can categorically state that SDP is a sub-party to the APC. Let us look at this narrative. Why I'm saying this, in Rivers State, we have an aspirant for governorship by name Magnus. Senator Magnus Nge Abe.
Yes.
He was the governorship aspirant for SDP, and he was also still supporting the APC. So what are you?
And that election respected back to the PDP.
That's you can triangulate from
that is
from APC to SDP
and back to APC. That is to tell you they are one family.
And okay, in this context now.
Hold on. The national chairman of SDP, that's the former guy that contested for the presidency for SDP, is accused of campaigning for
Tinubu, the APC chairman. So you can see
this is just like a recurring phenomenon.
It can be a coincidence.
I'm not saying it's a coincidence. It's a recurring phenomenon among most political parties. They are being sponsored. It you cannot drive the car without fuel or,
So are we say- are we-
PMS in the tank.
Are we
In
saying
order for the political party to function, they need PMS, and whoever offers that PMS, whoever pays the piper, dictates it
Dictates
to
it too.
you. At that point in time, perhaps SDP might be a dysfunctional or party, a party without resources. So whoever provides that payment, they will sing and dance to that person. If in the case it was APC, but where I'm coming from is that before someone like El-Rufai, I keep on saying, based on the man's antecedents and his trajectory in the opposition field in Nigeria, he must have done his political calculation. So I believe if he asks people to join him in SDP, I believe he has a plan. That is what I want to. The point I want to highlight, because I believe someone like El-Rufai. Now back to the broader issue, which is why he's doing this. I don't want to diminish this effort to just his humiliation that he faced. Because why? In as much as we say he vied for the position, he did not just vie for the position, he was actually offered that position. Understand?
Yeah.
Because he campaigned and worked actively. If you watch, he was among the people that were with the president in Chatham House. He answered the question. So El-Rufai in question, the humiliation he faced on the National Assembly, yes, it's enough to trigger this, but I believe it is beyond just this. Let us not diminish it to just his humiliation. Let us look at the potential gain, which is the broader coalition. Because in order to remove, that is how they were able to unseat Goodluck Jonathan and a German that was removed from power or that was kicked out from office.
He was kicked out from office.
That's how they were able to kick it. By
He
coming
was
in.
kicked out from
So
office.
in order, and this
Let
is
us
not
put
this,
it plain.
in order to
let's not
remove
go there.
this.
Let's focus on
Why shouldn't we go there?
We are going to go to a very
this
direction, all directions.
Let's
We'll go there. Let's not put the card.
I said the way the German was kicked out of office was by forming a broad coalition and harmonizing the various opposition parties in the country to work against that German and kick him out of office. So in order to achieve this, if that is the goal, to unseat a party that is not favorable to Nigeria, if that is Nigeria's estimation, they need a broader coalition. But there's still a case, like I said, there's still time for the president to make amends or to rewrite this the trajectory of the economy in Nigeria.
All right, guys. All right. Daniel, do you still want to say anything?
Yes, I want to say something. In my own humble opinion, just as I've earlier stated, El-Rufai is doing what he's doing because he was not settled. He feels
But if
he's entitled to a position, because if you look at this, the cabinet formation of this present administration,
Yes.
you would observe that each and every person that canvass or campaign for the president was being given.
Definitely not.
but
settlement position.
the FCT minister this week they don't campaign for the president.
That is what you feel. He did campaign for the president.
The only one-
He
What
worked for the
other
president.
campaign is
What
that
other
is
campaign
beyond
than
vote?
what he
But did
That
he
is
come
better.
any day to campaign for the
What
president?
other
Yes,
campaign?
he did.
But he delivered the state.
Let me be very.
That is
Let me explain something to
He
you.
converted. He did
During
political electoral abracadabra.
Prior, no, not political abracadabra. He did it
Electoral.
openly. Prior to the
Electoral
election.
abracadabra.
If you
In as much as it was openly
notice,
done, does not mean that you know how it was done.
it was done in our very
That is the
before.
political and electoral abracadabra.
He did it in our very before. He stopped the presidential candidate of the PDP by name Alhaji Atiku Abubakar from campaigning in his state, our state,
Yeah, he did
the
all of
River
that.
State. But he gave an open arm to Tinubu. In fact, he was the one who welcomed.
But I don't also miss
Tinubu
that
too.
point, which is the essence of
Yes.
El-Rufai doing this. That's
So
why I'm
you
asking this question.
he
As
did
a member
campaign for him.
of opposition,
My question is
would you say that El-Rufai is an asset to your team or a liability to your team? If your goal is to win the presidency and you are to face the sitting president
Head on.
2027, would you say the addition of El-Rufai to your political weight or political climate, is it an asset to you or is it a liability?
It's a liability from my own position.
El-Rufai is an asset because El-Rufai is the guy that talks a lot.
From my own-
He talks
He
a lot.
has opened the can of worms.
From
Yes.
my own position, it's a liability because yes, he talks a lot, and if you fail to settle him, He will still come out and disgrace you, embarrass you. I did this, I did that.
After putting you on seat, he can say what he wants to say.
But then again, my question is, if El-Rufai really means what he's saying, that he's trying to fight the president, why SDP? If we all agree that SDP is the second hand of the APC.
That is to tell you that he never went anywhere. He just wants recognition from the president.
Yes, that's what I think. What do you think, Wisdom? Why SDP?
I believe
There are other political parties, more than 20 political parties.
We have the NNPP.
We have all of them. But this SDP has been fingered to be the second hand of the APC.
We have other political
I
parties.
believe the goal is to achieve a better Nigeria. So whatever platform gives us a better Nigeria, I don't care if it is PDP, it is CNN, if it is HIV. So long as the goal is to achieve a better Nigeria, we will all meet there.
We all know of one of the elections conducted here in Rivers State where one political party literally bought all the other parties over.
Yes.
Except for one. So he was in one party and was using the other parties as a distraction. Did you remember that election?
Yes.
So I think this SDP is not a party to the APC. So when they are doing all of these things, it's just to distract us. While we are feeling El-Rufai is fighting a just cause, we may be wrong because he probably is just forming a coalition of people that will distract the rest of the
People that will lead astray.
Just as I said, our PDP chieftain made it clear.
my brother.
He said it.
My brother.
That this man is just leading people astray.
Yeah.
Okay, this message now goes to the man in the eye of the storm. Why not form a new party?
Yeah, that was done during the time they picked our brother.
I won't say Labour Party is a new party, but Obi joined the Labour Party and within 8 months or 12 months. I don't have the facts, complete facts. I can't stipulate it at the actual period. But we know that within a limited time, he was able to come third and pull over 6 million votes. So why not, with the kind of pedigree this man of opposition have, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, boom, Alhaji Kwankwaso, boom, Peter Obi, boom, 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 then El-Rufai. Even if they form a political party today and name it BAT,
JPP,
B80, BAT,
or QRT.
or DSS.
Yes.
From now to 2027, I'm sure that political party will at least win one seat.
El-Rufai,
Definitely.
El-Rufai, because in that Obi's move to the Labour Party, he tested his popularity. And yes, Nigerians know that Obi's popular.
So
Can El-Rufai always talks about people and denigrating people? Can he test his popularity? We are saying El-Rufai, test your popularity with the other party. And stop calling people, because in Obi's time, he didn't call the whole world. Test your popularity, because you've always said you are popular. You will bring Tinubu down. You will bring heaven down. You will bring hell up.
We are watching.
Test your popularity with the party that's not known.
We are watching.
Okay.